So let me go get my stuff. I just want to talk a little bit about the video I put up. You can't see my hummingbird feeder. No, oh, here comes the wind. Hold on. Let me go grab my stuff so I can see what it looks like too. I don't want to put my camera in the sun or it will shut off. Hold on, I'll be right back. I am mic'd so you can hear me. Let me tell Gary I'm live. Tell Gary I am live. He's working in his garden. Okay, let me grab mine. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me because I am mic'd. You know that's one thing I don't like being is mic'd. Let's see if you can see me. Oh, that's a high chair. Oh, my mint tea. It's such a pretty day. I was going to go to the store and then I thought, no, I'm going to go live for a moment, just a moment. Let's see. Oh, my thumbnail didn't come up. Okay. Okay, you can hear me? I see Jackie. Hi. I always say hi to Jackie all the time. Susan, Christina, hello. Okay. Oh, you can see me. You can't see the hummingbird feeders. That's okay. It's not about, it is about hummingbirds. Okay. Let's talk. Patricia, hello. You know, this is rude. The only thing is I can see messages and I can answer on here. If I had to go in the phone and stick my face in there, and then it's really hard to see. This makes it really easy. Let me move that a little bit so you can see a little bit better. I don't know if it matters. They're probably, the Orioles won't come when I'm here. They're going to wonder, what is she doing out here? Of course, Zoe's going to bark now. Gary's working in his garden, so she sees him. She also sees dogs down there. You would think by now she would know that the dogs belong here. I gotta get these planted. Okay, I have a message. I really, really don't want to stay out long. I say that all the time. 2 hours later, I want to go to the 99-cent store and see what's left. The video I put up yesterday, was it yesterday? Maybe it was the day before. The USB one, the pumps that are going behind me, I love those. I've ordered 3. I ordered another one. I want to explain this, and I don't know how to explain this. YouTube had a change this year where you could put things underneath. So if you tapped on a video, it's not just the affiliated links everybody puts up where you have to go onto a link, but you see the picture from the store. It could be Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. And you can tap on that. They allow you to do that now, which is really good because I can put the hummingbird feeders up there all the time. But I did find out when I put this up, I hunted, I put the link in, I did everything. It will not let me put on what's called a flash deal. And those fountains back there that I put up, the cat fountain, dog fountain, it's a flash deal right now. Now, don't worry if you're not going to get it. There was a $17.99 one I put up there, and that one was from Black Friday, I believe. So that was almost 6 months ago. The thing is, you can tap on that. Once you're inside Walmart, you scroll through because they always show you what else they've got. When you get to the bottom, you'll see $19.99 regular, $32. That's a flash deal. You can tap on that and still buy it. Will I get a couple cents off of it? Probably not. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point was I was trying to put the flash deal up because that's what I bought from. I bought, there's a couple of them I bought. I bought 3 of those because I loved them. And you know me, I'm not going to leave it alone. I've got all these ideas how I can change it and still use the unit. Because think about it, you buy the fountain, sometimes you can get them. A while back, I posted them, I think they had them for $8. They generally are, well, as you get into spring and summer, they go up. I've seen them as high as 50. Never spend $50 for a solar fountain. Never. Shouldn't be any higher than 20, but you should be able to get them for 12 to 15. So you buy those pumps, then you got to go look for a bowl, right? Then you got to look for a tray if you're going to put a tray on top. Straws, yes. You'll have to look for a straw. So you got to look for everything. By the time you buy everything, you're getting close to 20 bucks. And those, you can't see it probably. It's behind me. Oh, you can barely see it. That fountain is all in one ready to go the moment you pull it out. I don't have any complaints on it. I don't know if a bird comes to it now, if you'll be able to see it. They've been coming to it constantly. I did shut it off last night. I figured I might as well just let the battery go a little longer, so I shut it off. It's this one. This one's USB also, but see, I had to buy a bowl, which I got at Dollar Tree. Then I had to use a container I found in the house, and then I had to use a K-cup on top. You don't need anything, though I did add a rock just recently. Didn't make a difference. I don't know if you can, you probably won't be able to see. It's too far if anybody comes to it. They come to it, they start at 6 in the morning because it's the only thing running. So if you actually want one for $19.99, I'd have to back out and tell you how to do it exactly. But you go, oh, I didn't put any links on this thing live. You tap on any of them. I think I put up 3 of them. Then scroll down and you'll see a cat drinking, and it will say in green, $19.99 because it's a flash. I think they call it a flash deal. My daughter belongs to something online where they tell you flash deals, and she came the other day. She started texting me, "You got to buy it." They had pliers for $1, and you know what? They still have them. So Gary bought 4, and I bought 2 because I cut the wire. It's yeah, pliers. I'm going to use it for around the garden. So just you can stick it somewhere, and if it rusts out or disappears, you don't have to worry about it. So they have these different flash deals. Here's a good example. When I put the USB fountain up, you can hear me, right? Yes. Okay. I do all this talking, you can't hear me. When I put up the first USB fountain about a week ago, I think I did a one long time ago, but on that fountain, I absolutely love the pet fountains. That one, I gave you a link to go get the not the, yeah, it was, oh, hummingbird, USB 2000, it's not 2000, I knew I was going to do it, 20,000 mAh, whatever, 20,000 power. They had it for $750. I didn't realize it was a flash deal. So a lot of you did get it. I saw some of you said you bought 2. I think I bought 8. Oh, I'm using them all over the place. Plus, you use them for your phone. They will run that unit with my camera. It was going 4 days, day and night. I just can't believe how good it runs. But I unplugged my camera. I don't need my camera. So let's say it will run a good 4 or 5 days. If you go to QVC or HSN, this time of the year, I haven't watched them lately. Sometimes I get bored and I watch them. They've got a little fountain on a pedestal, and they sell it every year. It's like, let's say $200, and it's a rechargeable fountain. And I used to see how they opened up the little side underneath on the pedestal, and they pull out this little black box, and they say you unplug it, you bring it in, you charge it, and plug it back. Well, that's a power bank. And they said it will run for a few days, and this way you can set the fountain anywhere. Yeah, for $200, you're getting this for 20. So you're going to see when I get to it all the different things you can do. But let me tell you, what the reason I'm on now, I know you've got all these questions and stuff, is that flash deal has got 4 more days left. So go ahead and look at it. See, a lot of you told me you had them in your cupboard, that you bought them and your cat didn't like them. That's perfect. It has to have a USB plug. I bought one from Walmart that is going back. It didn't say in the ad. It looked like it should have had a USB, and it's a plug in the wall, and I'm returning that one. But the one I posted, the one that's on a flash deal, that one is a USB. It has to have a USB plug, unless you've got an outlet, and it is wonderful. The power is great. The motor's great. I can't, like I said, I have nothing bad to say about it. Okay, so I'm really not going to stay on long. I don't think Gary knows I'm live. So Patricia said, yes, you can hear me. Jane. Oh, Jane Redding, the hummingbirds are back. Wonderful. Sherry could hear me. Sybil, you can see and hear me. Dolores, um, Grace in the garden, hello, I always see you. Llewellyn, hi. Penny from Tennessee, hello. Oh, we got a bird in our garden this morning. We were having coffee, and I filmed some bird. I didn't know what it was. Videotaped it. Recorded it. And then Gary came and sat down with me, and he said, look. And I said, I know. And I went back and recorded it, and we started looking at it. We've never seen it before. And on top of that, we don't know what it is. I may post that one in the next few days. It looks like a Townsend warbler, but it's not. It looks like a prairie warbler, and it looks like a palm warbler. So I don't know what it is. It showed up in the garden. It took a big bath in the fountain, in one of the solar fountains, and I have no idea what it is. Is it lost? Is it on its way somewhere? It's exciting when you get to go out and have a cup of coffee in the morning and find a new bird, another new bird. So unless it's something that I don't know. I have no idea. I've been searching all morning. That's why I'm still here. I was going to go to the store and I've been looking and looking, and it doesn't look like anything I've seen before. And it doesn't look like anything somebody had as a pet that accidentally got loose. It's some sort of warbler, but I have to start looking further out because just because it's a warbler, I'm looking for warblers in California, it may not be like the bird that showed up the other day. It's actually supposed to be in Canada. He's gone now. I haven't seen him at least. So maybe he went to Canada where he was supposed to be. So, anyways, I know I'm going to miss a lot of you. Penny, that's right. I saw you. Andrea from Michigan. Judy, Cincinnati, Ohio. Margaret, Rhode Island. Hello. Uh, Alicia Ann. Hello. Debbie from Oregon. Hello. Oh, Miss Alex M. I was talking to you when Kelly Kim was on. Hello, Tony Vargas, Colorado. Colleen, Dog Alert. She's on the patrol. She's been on the patrol. She's been here how long, and she still looks down and sees Gary go by with these big dogs. It's like they don't belong here. Get them out of here. I don't know why she does that. Zoe? She probably went back in the house. It's warm today. I love it. It was cold last night and it's warm now. Isabella, my birds will not go to the water fountain. I don't know what your water fountain looks like. I don't know what you built exactly, but it does take time. Let me tell you something. The rock fountain that I've got in the plain old bowl, I hooked it up now to USB that has rocks in it. And there she is. They wouldn't touch it. They wouldn't go near it. It sat there for a month and I thought, son of a gun, a bowl with a rock they won't go to. Now that's the biggest one they all use. So somebody has to go to it first. And if the hummingbirds see a house finch, a sparrow, or something go to it, then they know it's safe. The other thing you can do to entice them is make them know that it's there and maybe put some flowers or put, if you want to put a little bowl of seed out, you can sometimes do that. That will bring in, of course, not hummingbirds, but other birds. And then when they come in, they eat a little bit of seed and they'll go to the fountain. I think my camera's blowing in the wind. I did that with something the other day. I was in a hurry and I think I wanted to get a certain clip. I wanted to get some house finches on the new fountain and the dog and cat fountain. So I put a bowl of seed there. That's all it took. By putting a bowl of seed on the other side of the deck, they came and ate seed and they jumped right on there, and a male on there, a female on there. So you can entice them different ways with hummingbirds. If you put a little flower pot there with flowers on it, then you'll have them. Somebody's ringing. Hmm. Nobody I know. Okay, it's coming through on here. So you can entice them and bring them in other ways. You can do that. If you're trying to do hummingbirds, put a feeder nearby. Like I have a feeder here, and of course I've got a dozen and a half feeders back there. But there's ways of getting them to see it. Because keep in mind, if they're going to another water fountain nearby, let's say my neighbor next door, which are down the hill, had a fountain and they love the fountain, they're not going to go to mine if they're already got their favorite fountain. So you have to kind of entice, sometimes you have to entice the birds in. So, oh boy. Um, let's see. I know I'm good. Like I said, I'm going to miss a lot of you. I came on just to make an announcement on what a flash sale is. Let's see. So, Melinda Roth, hello. Let's see. I saw Dolores. Let's see. Oh, Alicia Ann, you bought 5 of them. You know, I had bought 2 and I bought another type because I'm going to do something different with it. And then last night, I said, I told Gary, I know they're going to run out. I'm going to kick myself because the whole thing is set up. You can put the cord inside. And I thought, I'm going to get another one. And I've been debating if I need another one, but I like setting up different types of fountains too. So I think 3 on that, 1 on another. And then I found afterwards they have a round one on sale too. Round is good. And I've been debating on that. I mean, well, I was going to say, do I need a dozen water fountains set up? I probably have more anyways than that. And you can switch them to solar. if you had it like sunny days now for the next 2 months, pull that unit out, put it on solar, and then when it starts getting cloudy, I'll do a video on that. I think it can be done really easy. You pull that one out, put the USB back, and use it that way. So you can switch it back and forth. Let's see. Sharon Rochelle, hey, I came in from brush clearance inspection. So happy to find you. Everybody, can you believe it? Here where we live, some of you have asked, what is weed abatement? What is brush clearance? It's supposed to be May 1st. I come out to do, that's right, the garden video. Everybody's weed whacking. They waited till May 1st because that's when they can come in and they could fine you. They usually here come and say, hey, we want this, we want that. We're going to come back in a week or 2 weeks. And if it's not done, you could get fined. The worst that can happen, it happened to one of my neighbors. He told Gary he got a message to clear something, but he didn't get it. They claimed they sent it to him, and they cleared it themselves and sent him a big bill. So I don't know. He said he was fighting with them. So you got to be really careful. That's why people run to do it. It's not like you can just go, they'll send somebody and then they'll put a lien on your house. So that's why you want it done. And it's important. I understand because of fires. We've been getting hotter each year and drier, longer. And so it has to be done. I had a fight for my tree that's behind me, and I did fight for that tree. The avocado tree, you can't see it. You can barely see it back there. The top of it has no leaves, and the bottom is still alive. And I had to talk to them, and they had to come and inspect it. So they had Gary take all the bark off the trunk. So this way it looks polished and everything. And so we got it, and it's away from the house back there. It's that way over my shoulder. So anyways, we got to keep that. But if something looks dead, you have to take it out. Though if it's a tree, they let you take it, not to the ground level because the fire chief, which I knew, he retired now, he explained that it's good to leave the tree roots and let them slowly decay. So you take it and you leave part of the trunk. You don't dig it out. And so there's been trees over the years, but all of our trees look good. We've had them inspected. So all in all, it's good. It's just that we still have weeds. Though the chickens help. They run around and eat a lot of the weeds. Not everything, but a lot. Let's see. Mark is missing in action. Hey, Mark taught me something the other day that I didn't know, but it didn't work on anybody but Mark. Mark sent me a message, and I said, Mark, is that you? And he said, tap on the big M because it's all numbers and gibberish. And it went to his name and said it was Mark Oliver. So when I tried it on somebody else, it didn't go anywhere. So I don't know how that happened, but that was good to know. Mark's probably busy with his peppers. Davida Young, still looking for hummingbirds in North Texas. North Texas. Maybe they're waiting because of all the storms. Maybe they're stuck out in the desert feeding on the flowers, but they'll be there because we've got, I'm going to say probably more than half have left. Let's see, Linda Hernandez, how do you keep bugs from eating your strawberries? We don't want to talk about my strawberries. Somebody gave me some strawberries. We don't like them. We want to get rid of them. Tool. If you've got strawberries, once they start, you can tool them, or of course you can't tool the flowers because they have to be pollinated by the bees. You can't see her on the floor. Silly, they can't see you. No, you can't see her. She's there. I don't really have that many I was listening to Callie Kim talk about bugs, and we don't have that many problems with bugs. We have bugs. We're all going to have bugs. But I think I've brought in so many birds that, knock on wood, I think right now there's a, and it could change at any moment, there's a perfect balance. So though we may have bugs, we don't have that many because we have literally, I'm going to say, over 60 species of small birds here, and they hunt. What makes me nervous is she wants to chase the birds, and the orioles now must be having babies, and they get on the ground here and they run around and they're looking for insects. So if you've got birds, and I know a lot of you don't because you might be on a balcony or a deck or in a place where you don't have as many birds, like We won't have that many hornworms. We'll have a few. I didn't know it was going to get windy. This has gone over once. I would say you could cover the individual strawberries with tulle, and that would work too. You can do that, but I don't spray. We don't use any spray, so everything is kind of like working really good. We don't use any spray at all. If like I'm not going to turn you around right now because I'm not going to do a garden tour or a tour on the deck. But I've got all that's right. Tomorrow I'll put something up maybe on lettuce because I just not harvested. Working on lettuce, but I had some white fly. It was all over my lettuce and it was up against the window. And I just went through 2, 3 days in a row with the hose and I washed it off and they're gone now. So sometimes just washing the bugs off. But the biggest culprit I have with strawberries is the towies will come in. And you're waiting for the strawberry to turn nice and red, and the towie, it's a California towie, the brown one, that bird comes in and keeps checking. And sometimes they'll get them before I do. And that's why you would have to individually wrap them at that point. If you knew everything was pollinated, you could just cover the whole thing with tulle. So it's more birds when it comes to strawberries than insects. Catnap. My hummingbirds came back, but my neighbor's cat is back outside. Oh, my birds are very scared. Keep everything up. That's all I can say. I mean, we don't have cats here because cats really don't survive out here. So that's why we don't have cats, because of the coyotes. They seem to really take them out. But if you keep things up, we'll get more into fountains, how to keep the fountains up. And then it depends on what kind of birds you're feeding. But if you can feed them in a cage, a cage with big holes that birds can go in and out, that even if a cat came up, the bird would be gone. He'd go out the other side and the cat wouldn't be able to catch him. Ellie Mae, I had 3 hummingbirds and now I have none. I'm in Alabama. My friend said that they had a couple now and then. Just keep putting out the feeder. If they come by and your feeder's empty and they find another feeder down the hill, I don't know how this happened. I wasn't going to do this. I was just going to do fountains. But if, let's say they came here and my feeders were empty and my neighbors got a couple feeders out, well, they may not come back to me for a while. If they're happy where they are, they found more food there, then it may take a while to come back. Just make sure there's always food out. You can put a small amount out, maybe try 2 hummingbird feeders and to keep them around. Let's see. Eugenia, hello. I've been following you for some time now. I'm in Texas. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see, Miss Alex M. Yes. Hi, my name is Tonya. Tonya. I could have it wrong. You know how I butcher everybody's name. I just passed my last frost date. I'm doing all things to attract hummingbirds. Oh, great. Let's see. Linda Hines. Our hummingbirds left. We only have 1 or 2. We keep putting 3. Oh, Pomona. No, but they haven't left completely. You're in Pomona. I know where you are. You're going to have them there. It's just that there's a lot of flowers in like the desert areas, and they're going to be hunting for those. If they have a lot of flowers, you'll have less hummingbirds. And once there's not as much, especially when it gets hot or cloudy, I've noticed. Like it was cold yesterday and got cloudy, and then I had a ton of hummingbirds here. So just keep them out. They're here because we have hummingbirds in Southern California that do not leave, especially the Annas, the Rufus. They are here all the time, and they'll just put it out. They'll be there. Let's see, Christina, I made the sphere fountain you made, and our hummingbirds take a bath every morning. It's so amazing. Oh, wonderful. They love the balls. We're going to work on a lot of that. Yes, they do. So it's wonderful. It makes me feel good. Healy Means, hi, Robbie and chat. Passing through. Oh, to hit the like button and show support. Thank you so much. I'll be back for the replay this evening. Hopefully, I'm not going to be on that long. And because the timer's on my phone there, my camera there, I don't know how long I've been on. So I'm sure I've only been on 5 minutes, right? Because this was going to be a quick thing. I'm still thinking of going to the 99-cent store, see what they've got. We have a 99-cent store that's going to be open for another 3 weeks, and then that's it. So I'm just seeing if they're bringing in any. Oh, John Ray, I didn't notice you. Okay, good. Thank you. I've got a wrench there. I need wrenches. Kelly Eric, um, so many coming, but now the feeders are like a ghost town. Oh, except for the Rufus male. He just sits there under. Yeah, they do the same thing. They try sometimes here, but they're outnumbered. Let's see. But at least you've got him right now. Colleen, Gary does that better than me. Hi, Colleen. Let's see, the ruby throat one here was eating from the light pink trailing fuchsias. Oh, I need to get some fuchsias. I love fuchsias. Yes, John is letting you know they eat insects too. And I tried to get a video yesterday. There was one that he was doing something really strange, and that's what he was doing. If you ever see a hummingbird just kind of fluttering around and going like that, they're eating little insects in the air. That's how they catch them. Or they'll go around the house and they'll pick them off like fruit flies, gnats. They like to kind of cling to the wall. So they'll go up to the wall and they'll do that, or they'll go in the spider webs. Let's see, John Ray birds. I have 2 hummingbird feeders out with 1 cup of sugar water each. Wonderful. Stephanie, let's see, I'm late. Can you repeat the important message? I just made a homemade fountain with a solar pump. Stephanie, the important message, the only reason I'm here, and it went into a Q&A, is about the USB fountain, the video I just put up, the last one, where it's all you have to do is take it out of the box and set it up, except I like using a glue gun to make a little perch for the hummingbirds. That is a flash sale on Walmart. And it would not allow me, like YouTube put, um, they came up with everybody. You can tag so many different things and just put it up. And you see a little picture box there. You can touch on it. You can go see the item, and then you can go right back to the video, and the video keeps playing. Well, Walmart won't let me put a flash deal up. Maybe because usually you have an app and they kind of make a big deal out of it, and it says flash sale, check them out. And I think there's a countdown of 4. This morning I checked it, so it's about 4 hours, 4 days and 10 hours left, and it's a big discount. It's supposed to be big discounts. So what I did was I put 2 other ones up with the cat drinking with the blue top, like the one I made on the video. It says out of stock. It even says that on the video. When you look at it and go, oh, it's out of stock. Why should I tap on it? Tap on it. Because when you tap on it, you can scroll down. It lists a whole bunch of others that are in stock. And usually the first one underneath is kind of like a sidebar thing. You can scroll sideways. $19.99, regular $32.99, and then you can still buy it that way. But they won't let me tag it, probably because it's a flash sale. I don't know. There's a few things sometimes they won't let me tag. I tried everything. I tried the exact name title. I tried part of the title. I tried the maker's name, the seller's name. I tried the actual link, and it would not let me tag it. So you just tap on it, any one of those 2. The one that says $17.99 is an old ad. That's why it's out of stock, and I think it was from Black Friday. Remember how they tell you anything you ever do on the internet is there forever? A lot of ads are that way. So I saw it because I looked at it at Christmas time and I almost bought it then, but then nobody's really doing fountains at Christmas time and I kind of let it go. And I believe at Christmas time they had it for $17.99. Well, the same one, it's a really good make too. The same one right now is $19.99 for the next 4 days. So that's how you find it. Oh, Christina, the hummingbirds are bringing their babies to your feeders. That is so cute. I love when they do that. I also have Connie Davis in here, and she's got the wrench. So thank you, Connie. Let's see. Pandora Fox, a member. Hello, Robbie. We love your lives. Oh, I didn't go live for 2 weeks because I had a cold. You wouldn't have wanted to hear me coughing. Oh my gosh, I hadn't had a cold in 4 years. 4 years. So I think I already told the story. My granddaughter had senior day. My daughter warned me, everybody's sick with a cold. What am I going to do? Tell her, no, grandma's not coming. So I went, and Gary didn't get sick. And I was surprised because usually, at least a while back, the kids have their individual tables, and it was like packed in the table with a whole bunch of kids. We're like 6 kids. And I said to my granddaughter, who's got a cold? Because she had had a cold. She was getting better. And she said, oh, so and so that I was sitting next to. Okay. I did. 2 days later, I got a cold, and it lasted 2 weeks, but I still did things. You didn't wanna hear me, so that's why I didn't even think about going live. It was just a cold. Didn't have to go for testing for anything, never had a fever, just a nagging cold. Let's see, Mary Kerr, hello. Let's see, Debbie Coran, we have black-headed grosbeaks utilizing our feeders here in Southern Oregon. So excited. No sign of hummers yet. They're on their way. They're probably, if they're heading from here, they're going to go through a lot of areas where there's flowers. So they're going to slow down, and then they'll make it there. They'll get there. Lori Leia, I'm Lorelei from new here from Washington State. Christina, so hello, Christina. Thank you all. You do. Our hummers are bringing their. Oh yeah, I saw that. Bring it, babies. So, anyways, I'm still debating if I'm going to the store or not. Smokey the Mini. Hi, Robbie. I'm thinking my neighbor stole all my hummers. Because I got sidetracked because a hummingbird came to look at me. I'm thinking my neighbor stole all my hummers because we still haven't seen them yet. I just put out some blooming hibiscus and a hummingbird bath. Oh, well, they'll find you. They'll find you. Let's see, Laura. You checked Tamu for the pet fountains and the lights. The pumps are fine. I saw it. I'll tell you something. I'll just personally, I haven't signed up with Tamu, but if you want to get it and it's there, so that's okay. It's fine that that's fine. But I've just heard stories and I don't know, so that's fine. I like I like to try to stick with companies that I know if something happened, like if Walmart, if you something you take it back to Walmart. In fact, some of them have 2-year warranty on it. So let's see, Colleen, let's see, Nebraska, Mike. I think Gary's coming up. See, no hummingbirds in central Nebraska. They'll be there. They have the feeders up for a month. Baltimore Orioles galore. Oh, wonderful. We don't have Baltimore. So those are beautiful. Um, see, simply beautiful red-headed finches. They had a couple goldfinches. Oh, hold on. I don't want to. Oh, no. Don't knock anybody off. Okay, I just want to make sure I could see. Cardinals 2. Stephanie. Okay, thanks. Deborah, thank you for the video. I've been trying to get it. Oh, okay. Yeah, because somebody came right away and said they can't find the one that's on sale. And that's when I told them, just tap tap on. It didn't matter, either one that has the cat, and then scroll to the bottom and you'll find it. Just doesn't let me put up a flash sale. It's supposed to be something special that they tell you about. Let's see, Carol, I made my first fountain, no birds yet, but still have plans on making others. It can take time sometimes. It just depends on the birds, it depends on the weather, it depends on a lot of stuff. Like I said, try different things. Don't move it all the time because they have to be able to fly by it. Like when I put out the first USB one, even the new one, I've got pictures. I had my camera there of him spinning around at the hummingbird looking at it like, this is new. I actually have a picture of one bird landing on it and going, oh my gosh, this isn't the one that was there earlier, and taking off. So they have to know it's safe. You can put something familiar on there. You can put some rocks on top. That's familiar, but they still have to see it's safe. So keep that in mind. Laura. Oh, Five Below also has a pet fountain. I just went there recently. Well, that's good to know. That is really good to know. My daughter loves that store. I asked my granddaughter, what's at Five Below? I heard you go there all the time. She said toys. Boy, was she not kidding. Gary and I walked in there a couple weeks ago, and it was toys. Let's see, James Brown, I Feel Good, starring Jim and Katie. What? Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Slices of oranges for the. Oh, that you could put slices of oranges out. I've done that here, and all I end up with is ants. And there's so many orange trees around here that I figured let them find their own oranges. I saw a woodpecker. I've got a recording, a video of it. of a woodpecker making a hole in an orange. So if you ever pick an orange, you got a perfectly round hole. It's not an insect. The woodpeckers make holes and then they suck the orange juice out. Carol, I had my first hummingbird 2 days ago, and I'm in Northwest Ohio. Great. Let's see. Pandora Fox. Tamu has been very good so far. Prices are good. Customer service is very nice too. The worst part is the wait, but they just opened up warehouses in the U.S. All right. Well, like I said, I've just heard stories, so I kind of stick with what I know, and that's fine if you want to go with them. Let's see. Maxine. I just ordered the cat fountain at Walmart. Thanks. Yeah, it's so easy. Just scroll down and you'll see it. It's in green and the writing from the price is in green. It says 19.99. Are we going to blow away? And V Canadian, still waiting for the Hummers to come. They're on their way. Don't worry, they're on their way. That may blow over my camera. And I don't know if Gary's coming in or not. Oh, there goes my gloves. So I guess I think that's it. Baltimore Orioles love oranges and grape jelly. I have a video on grape jelly. Nebraska Mike. Be careful with grape jelly if you've got hummingbirds, because if a hummingbird goes to the grape jelly and they wipe it on their feathers, pretty much that bird is gone at that point because they have no way of washing that stuff off. There's been warnings, and I think it was even on the Hummingbird Society, to not put grape jelly out. So that's up to you. I will not put grape jelly out. I found one that somebody must have put some out and it came here and it was covered in it. And I think I do have the video up on that, but I'm not sure. I had to wash that bird and that one made it. There was another one I found that you could see it was sticky with jelly. So that's the only thing with jelly is they may go to it to just check it out. And if they fall in it, walk in it, step in it, they cannot wash that stuff off. So I didn't know that. What do you suggest? Just put out your oranges. I mean, that's up to you. Maybe, let's see, if I was determined to put grape jelly out, what would I do? I would probably get half-inch wire and put the grape jelly in a bowl on the bottom. And then I would cover the top with half-inch wire. So they half-inch wire like a hole like that. Cover the top. This way, if hummingbird land on it, all he could do is stick his beak in, and the Orioles have long tongues, and they'd be able to reach it. Use a shallow bowl, and that's what I would do. I just don't use grape jelly. Barbara, let's see. Moat, oh, thank you, like the videos. And then let's see, hi. And I think if I missed anybody, I'm really sorry. Nothing, I never skip anybody. Even if I'm not happy with something, I wouldn't skip anybody. Klein, how would you say that? Kleinerote, Hex. Quick hello before I need to make dinner. Dinner? Where are you? What time is it? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess if you're on the East Coast. DP, hello. Cedar Hill. And I finally saw North Alabama hummingbirds return. Oh, KKL, wonderful. All right, so that was my quick message for today. I'm going to try to put more flash deals up if you're interested. Like if I see something, I can do a little quick video, like I could have done it on this. If you want a pair of pliers, I could. I don't know if it let me tag it, but they still had the pliers this morning for $1. Though I ordered them last week and they still haven't gotten here, they did say they would be here today. Are they any good? I don't know. I told my daughter, she ordered some too. We'll see when they come. It might be maybe because the 99 cent store is going out that they used to sell the cheap junk pliers. They had a lot of tools for $1. And maybe it's that company contacted Walmart and said, hey, we got 25,000 pliers. Would you like them for a quarter? Maybe a dime. Maybe they bought them and put them on sale for $1. So it might be that kind of pliers. But for $1, I figured, and Gary figured he'd keep one all over the yard in different places where he cuts wire. So we'll see. They're not here yet. Let's see. Patty, Patricia, PFAF, PFAFF from Portland, Oregon. Lori Rowe, love your videos. Thank you. I mean, this seems like such a rude way of doing it, but better than trying to do this in your face. Um, Connie Davidson, I would only get bees, ants, and wasps with grape jelly. Yeah, they would be a total magnet for seeing that. They'd be crawling all over it, and I just don't bother with it. Years and years ago, somebody told me about it. I put it out, and we have Orioles, and they didn't even look at it anyway. So, but I would cover it to the point where the hummingbirds cannot get into it because they don't know. Even those trays I put out for I don't have any trays here. They're back there for the house finches. It was supposed to be for the Orioles, but the house finches found it now and they use it. I've got the pizza in there, the toy pizza. So this way, sometimes a hummingbird lands on it, they land on the pizza. And if they do drink out of a tray, they drink in between the pizza. So that works out. So if you had it where they could land on it, but not on the jelly itself and check it out. That would be the only way. I guess you could do jelly that way, but then you'd be scrubbing it every day. You'd have to scrub it anyways. I don't know. I'm not there's way. If you're determined to do something, there's always a way. Let's see, Ginger, we saw a few come to our feeder in Southeast Michigan. Yay! Oh, good. All right. I can't text Gary. My phone's not here to see if he's coming. He's desperately working on a raised bed, and I've got to get out to the garden. I've been working on the deck. Like I said, it was cold yesterday. It's beautiful now. Got really cold last night. I'm still in long sleeves. This morning it was cold. But I'm working on the deck. I'm going to get my first zucchini, if all goes well, on the deck. And that's amazing because this is, well, it's set up in a dish pan and it's protected with tulle. So the tulle it's keeping it a little warm and it's already got female fruit on it. So we'll see what happens. And then I've got another zucchini. And the zucchini I planted out in the rainbow garden is just sitting there because, again, it's too cold. You know what I'll know everything's going to grow? I've got a bucket of turmeric out there because I've been slowly, instead of doing all the turmeric and ginger, I've been slowly working on it. And I've been working in other places. And as soon as I see little green sprouts coming out of it, I know our nights are perfect. And that's when I'll just run and start getting everything done. But I'm doing okay on the deck. I've got celery. I've got to get my tomato plants out. That is my Voyagers or Travelers. Oh, you're a little dry. Look at that, it's throwing flowers already. I told Gary you need to take one. The problem is growing some of this stuff too early and putting it out too early. All you need is one really cold night and it's goodbye plants. So they've been sitting here and I want to get those out. And then what do I have there? Nothing there right now. But I've been doing a lot of planting. So I'm really happy. I've been moving a lot of lettuce. I grow lettuce all year, even in the summer. I'll get that video out because you want to control your lettuce. You don't want your lettuce to control you. If you let your garden control itself, then you won't get what you want. So you have to be in charge. It's kind of like fooling Mother Nature. You become Mother Nature, and you're the one that's going to put it where it's supposed to go. And you can grow a lot of stuff even off season, especially in the summer. Worst comes to worst, throw an ice cube on the bottom of your lettuce trays during the day. Let it think, oh, it got a little cold. Um, let's see. I think that's it. The squirrels won't let me have any feeders out. We have squirrels too. Believe you me, we've got a pair of squirrels that have babies. You can see the mom, her chest, that she's feeding babies. They can't get into the closed feeders I put out for the small birds. So they leave those alone. They found the one that I did not clip down. I think I did a video, I was showing you in a video on it. So they know they could walk over to that or climb over to that, lift it up, take the seeds down, close it. But the other ones, they can't open it, so they don't bother with it. They know which ones they can get into. Give them a tray of their own stuff and try to keep up with that. And if they've got a tray that they know you put out for them and their seeds and stuff, they put some peanuts in there or something, then generally they'll leave most of the others alone. And that's all you can really do with them. But you can make it more difficult, but give them something easy. Squirrels are mean. You know, Melinda, I've got pictures of a squirrel eating in a bowl with the birds around it. Everybody eats. So it depends on the squirrel. Nobody cares. Let's see, John Ray, you planted bee balm and scarlet sage and foxgloves. That's great. I got to get more flowers. I've got to get a lot more flowers here. Let's see, Nebraska Mike. Grape jelly feeders are narrow troughs with separate perches, and they love the jelly, and they have never been covered by the jelly. I don't know. I went by the warning of the Hummingbird Society, and I'm just going to go by that. So that's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just know what I'm going to do. Okay, that's what John is saying. John says, I feed the squirrels peanuts to keep them off my feeders, LOL. And that's what I do. I have a couple trays that they know. Like I even have the scrub jay go to one tray. I taught the scrub jay this one tray has peanuts in it because the squirrel's not there 24 hours. Well, he's not there all day. And they know that the peanuts are there because they come in and they bounce around. I used to just mix the peanuts in and they'll bounce from feeder to feeder and all the little birds go upset. And we have the spice finches, now like 100 at a time come in and they all get upset. So now that the scrub jay knows this bowl's got sunflower, peanuts, and a few other seeds in there, they dive on that one and they don't bother with the other one. So you can kind of instruct them on where to eat. See, let's see, Debbie. Debbie, we are moderators for Robbie. Okay, good. Let's see, we have Patricia Walker. We have beautiful Blue Jays and Cardinals. Oh, you're back east then, aren't you? I know there's Blue Jays up north. I don't think there's Cardinals. Though there were some Cardinals here, but I don't know if there's still any Cardinals here. Probably somebody brought them in. Years ago, there were Cardinals. So I don't think we have any Cardinals here. They're actually from back east. Let's see, Patricia Walker, I planted in 10 black dish pans. Need to get tulle on them. Yes, and the dish pans are so easy to cover. You can't see the, oh yeah, you can. So easy. If I had lettuce growing in there, I would have the whole thing covered. Remember, if we're growing anything that doesn't need pollinators, we can cover the whole thing. That one's going to need pollinators, and I wrapped it around just in case a rat came up or something and wanted to go in there. He won't touch the tulle. The tulle goes to the bottom, and if he touches it, he'll just go somewhere else. I haven't seen any rat damage, so that's a good thing. But now that's just kind of like a protection, but it's up there. I put it for a protection when the plant was real little, and now I'm just going to leave it. Let's see, Jackie May, I feed my squirrels so they leave all my veggies and flowers alone. Perfect. Backyard garden flow. Hello, Robbie and Gary, everyone. And let's see. I've seen house finch fledging. Fledging? Fledging at my feeders? Fledging, probably feeding. Let's see. And I have gray catbirds. Oh, John, I think you got more of the bigger birds there than us. And your birds will be beautiful where you are. Because we don't have any of the real colorful birds. The most colorful birds we've got here really with a lot of would be the grosbeaks. I'm probably going to miss a lot of birds. And then of course the scrub jays, a lot of the other birds, a lot of them look the same, but they're not. So, but I'm just excited. We have so many birds. I don't even know what we had this morning. I can't even describe it. It's probably a warbler, and it had a circle around the eye. It was not a Townsend. It was so different than I've ever seen. I don't know. Well, I'll try to get a video up or post it somewhere at some point. I have no idea what it was. And we've had the swin hose come through. I don't know what Gary didn't know. He looked it up. We looked it up. It looks like a palm warbler or a prairie warbler. Though they're not supposed to be here, but they can. Birds move. They change their migration pattern. They get lost. Different things can bring in different birds. So I don't know what it is. Anyways, I think Gary's working in his garden. You can't see the house behind me, can you? I feel like crying. No, I'm not. They're the house behind me, the big yellow one. They're taking down their big pepper trees. I am not happy camper today. And like Gary said, there is nothing we can do But I just sit back and think, my neighbor's upset too. This is not the time to take down big giant trees. But I think they want a view. You've seen the house. But the problem is that tree right now will be full of different nests. There'll be hummingbirds, goldfinches, bush tits, and warblers in there. So there's nothing anybody can do. People do what they want to do. But they've removed one really big tree. It's over my shoulder, and there's would be up that way. It is their property, and so I have to mind my own business. So there's nothing I can do. If they find any birds, hopefully they know I like birds. They'll come and call me. I don't want to hand feed, but I've done it in the past. So hopefully they don't. Hopefully there's nothing in there, but I don't know. And the owls that are across the hill that way, they still are there. They hang out in the trees. We see them at night, start to move around. And at some point soon, they'll move them to different trees. And there could be one, oh, way down there and one here, and you'll hear them calling because they'll be calling, Mom, bring me a rat. And mom and dad will bring them a rat until mom and dad wants them to hunt on their own. And then they'll be screaming, just screaming when they don't get their food fast enough. Ma, is that what it is? Ma 564. What do you feed squirrels? They like sunflower and peanuts. That's mainly what they come to the feeders for. Carol, my house finches eat my grape jelly. Grape jelly really bothers me. You feed it. Don't tell me about it. There's just been so many warnings on grape jelly, so that's why you got to do what you want to do. Let's see. Oh, John is naming all the big, beautiful birds he's got. Yes, he does. And you got your live feed cam up. Is that what you have up? And then Elaine, hi Robbie, moving to the desert next month. Do you think I should try adding? Why do I have that open? Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. Do you think I should try adding glue? Glue? Oh, glue to the flower part of the feeder due to extreme heat. The feeder? Are you talking about the water fountain? Because the water is going to be running on it all day. I put glue on it even when it was over 100 degrees, and the glue has never come off because you've got water running over it. So I've never had a problem. And Robert Cooney's here. Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to let the birds do their feeding. I'm going to decide if I'm even going to run it this hour until you get there, and the kids are going to get out of school, and they're going to be all over the street. I might just go tomorrow morning and get some stuff done here. I'm really excited. I've got a lot of mint growing here. I've got a lot of lettuce growing here, new lettuce coming up, and flowers. Look at this. Look at this. You know what this is? Oop, almost knocked my water over. My tea. It's a baby. Remember we didn't know what it was? I realized this is a little shark fin melon. And it must have been in the compost on the deck, and then the plant grew, and then it died back. Somebody told me, and I do believe it, that shark fin melons last 2 years. Do you know Gary's got some that are over a year, and I had one sitting for a year in the house, and I went to use it, and it's still good inside? That's an amazing, amazing plant. So I have it sitting there because I don't need it. And think about it. Sometimes you have things that will sit, like we can have oranges or lemons sit outside. You bring them in the house, they get moldy in 2, 3 days because our house is different than outside, and then you can't use them. But when they're outside, they'll last longer. So I've left that there since last year. All right, I got to give my little bush my little bush zucchini. I'm going to give that some water, and I'm going to work around the deck. So I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to have to walk over there and turn it off. See Suzanne, our squirrels share with all the birds. Yeah, I mean, and that's what our squirrels do. They bounce around a little bit, but they don't hurt anything. Oh, thank you, Ray. He's telling everybody hit the like button and subscribe. I see that YouTube made it difficult because on one of my TVs, I have YouTube, and now they want to know who you are. Are you an adult? Do you have a subscription? Are you a guest? And that's the problem. YouTube has told us. Last year, I think they said, what was it? We had last year we had 200 over 200,000 subscribed, and they let us know. How did they word that? That 80% of our regular viewers don't have accounts. 80%. So thinking about that, I think at some point everybody's going to have an account. An account is free. You just give an email. You don't have to give much of anything. And what's nice when you have an account is you can save videos and go back and watch them later. You can make your own folders by just hit watch later. You can have your watch later private if you don't want people to know that anything. You can have it public. You can turn on a bell if you're not if you're not a subscriber or you don't have an account. You can't turn on the notification, so you wouldn't know if I was live. There's a lot of things you can do. It's nice to have an account, whether you're ever going to put a video up or not. And then you've always got the option if you wanted to send a family member, hey, I just grew my first tomato. Well, I can't see it. You don't want to put it on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Take a quick video, 1, 2, 3, upload it, and anybody in the world or your family can see your first tomato. So I think it's good that everybody has an account. I mean, it's an American company. It's in California, and they don't ask for a lot to open up an account. So it's good to have. All right. Hit the 8 like button. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye for now. This was unexpected. I'll get my lettuce video up. I don't know if any of you are going to grow lettuce, but to me, there's nothing nicer than just stepping out, whether it's here or in the garden, and just grabbing a handful of lettuce, bringing it in, and knowing that you grew it and it's not sprayed. Think about it. Some of the garden lettuce, I don't even want to get into it, the stuff they've got now. Some of the lettuce or some of the food you buy, you can bring home and it will sit for weeks, a month. You bring in anything from your own garden and put it in your kitchen, it's going to rot in a day or two. You're eating whatever they put on to keep it from not rotting, which means we're not going to get into health stuff, but your gut flora is not going to be happy when you eat something that is preserving that, because that preservative gets into you. And when I had a cold, I wanted to get over that thing so fast that I wouldn't touch anything canned. I told Gary, because I didn't want to mess up my system in any way. Because Gary said, just, you can get chicken soup or nope, nope, I don't want anything canned because it's got potassium chloride, it's got sodium chloride, it's got all this and that stuff. So I made sure everything came from the garden. I really got through my cold, just a plain old cold, really fast. But I was just, when I get a cold, I end up with this stupid cough, and like you don't know, it's not a cough. It's just all of a sudden you start coughing, probably because you get a postnasal drip, and then you don't know, and it just chokes. You start choking, and if you go out in the store, they think you're dying when you're not. Just leave me alone. I'll be done. I'll be fine in a minute. I got through it really quick. I just didn't sound that good. You probably heard some of the videos. It sounded like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't know. Anyways, it was an experience after 4 years. Let's see, lettuce is easy to grow. It's fast and it's fun to share with neighbors. Yes. Mine lasts well when in the refrigerator. When in refrigerator. Yes. What I did is sometimes I gather a whole bunch of lettuce and I put it in a cup, a glass, where there's some water on the bottom. And then at night, I'm just ready to chop it up, make a salad. I just love growing my own lettuce. And because I'm crazy about my lettuce, I have not grown any other lettuce. So when I have seeds, I know it's that same lettuce. And all I can tell you is I bought it on eBay years ago. They called it romaine lettuce, and it just reseeds over and over. And I go hunt around for the baby lettuce, and then I put it in its own container, and it gets really big. Sometimes they'll be small, depending on the lettuce. They'll be short, and sometimes I can have really tall. Same lettuce. It just depends on how they're growing, how big is the container, and if they have their own container. If they have their own container, they get bigger. They get a big root system, but they need water. You'll watch the video. That's what I talked about. You'll let it dry out once, it's going to bolt and go to seed. Anyways, found white tomato seeds, Darlene C., another member. Interesting. Oh, and they just sprouted. Cool. White tomatoes. Right now, the tomato I want to grow that's different, because I'll have tomatoes coming up all over the yard from just seeds that drop from our own tomatoes, are these. And those are the Voyagers. And I want to get them going and see if I like them. The ones I grew, I didn't grow them at the right time last year. I planted them at the end of summer. And they were small, but I want to see what happens when I get them in the ground, which I better do soon, because it's a cool tomato. It's like a cluster of cherry tomatoes, so you're supposed to be able to peel them and eat them as you want. That's why they call them travelers. They claim they used to stick them in their pocket and they could take them out and peel them away and eat as they want. But I just think it's a cool idea. So they grew. I've got a cutting in here too. See, that's from seed. Where's my cutting? I know one of these are cutting. That's the seed. I think this is the cutting. Yep, that's the cutting. So that's the cutting I did off of my tomato that's behind you. And then the rest are seeds. So get those in the ground or get those in a tote. I want to set up some more little totes up here, and then my dish pans. I love my dish pans. Anyways, Melinda, does your deck extend out from the door 12 feet? I don't know if it goes 12 or 10. It's probably more 10, but I don't have a measuring tape. I don't think it goes that far. Um, let's say 10, probably 10. Rachel Brink from Georgia. Let's see. Before I forget, Deb Brown, my walking onions have babies already. Congratulations, this is the perfect time. They're walking all over here, and I want to try to collect them. And well, right now it's too early. They're just starting, so that is great. So I don't know where you are, but they may walk twice. So if you're in a warmer area, they'll walk now and then again in the fall. So that would be really good. If I missed anybody, I am sorry. I don't think I did, but it's very possible because there's so many here. All right. Awesome. Thank you. That's Melinda. Yeah, I think it's 10 feet. Davia Young. Hey, Robbie. I'm ordering the new pet fountain you converted, but I want to turn it into a solar one. Can't wait for your video. All right. Let me get the video out on that. I've got a few ideas and a few different things I'm working on, and we could do more than just the way it is. That's what's exciting because I tested something and it was like, oh, this works. But yeah, I'll show you how you can convert it because it is good. I like the whole container, the makeup, how most of the solar panels we get have that plug. Do I have a solar panel? Yeah, most of them have the plug. So you unplug it, then you fish that through that hole that they made, that little pocket area. And so it's nice and clean and neat. You can pick it up and move it. I really like the whole idea. Don't talk me into anymore. I bought 3 of those and a different one I'm going to set up because I have a different idea for that one. But they also have a round one. So I'll get something together on that. Deb Brown. Oops. Can I plant green walking onion bulbs or do I wait for them to turn brown? I would wait till the leaf starts to die back. But if something comes along, a bird, an animal, you step on it and it comes away from the mother plant, at that point, go ahead and plant it and keep it well watered. And I've done it before. It broke, plant it, and they'll grow. It's better if you leave it on the mother plant because the bulbs will develop as it's still on the mother plant. But if it comes off on its own, then at that point, cut it. Otherwise, I'd leave it. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. I got to walk around to the other side to say goodbye. Again, I'm hoping this is only 10 minutes. So check out when you go. Let's see if I can find it. Is my sound off? Yes, put my sound off. It's very simple. Come on, go to the video. And where do you tap on this? Oh, there it is. Oh, look, I got a commercial. All right. Any one of those, what do I have up there? You'll see that it's what do you call that? VEKEN. That's the one I bought. You would tap on it. It's going to tell you out of stock. Warning, warning, out of stock. Don't worry about it. You tap on that. And there it is, $17.99. Black Friday. I don't even know if it was this Black Friday or the Black Friday 2 years ago. Scroll down and start looking for it. Now, sometimes they hide it. I don't see it right now. And there, no, funny, do not tell me they changed it yet. There it is. Let me see if I can show you. You probably can't see it. Let's go back so you can see how this is done. No, 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 no. Just scroll down. This is the one that's out of stock. Let me try to get it out. I can't get out of this. All right. I'm hoping you can see this. Scroll down and then grow across. Like they've got one for $23.99, and it comes up different places. There it is, $19.99, and there it is. Now you can add it to cart and buy it. They just don't let me tag it. That's all. So it's that easy to buy, and I've already bought a whole bunch. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. Now I can't see myself, so I can't see anything going on, and I can't shut the video off. Very interesting. Oh God, it's still there after I shut it off. It came back. Oh my gosh. Um, okay, now I can't get rid of I can't get rid of my own video. Look at that. Where's the X? There we are. Okay, sorry about that. All right, I'm back. It wouldn't let me hang up my own video. Jane Hill, hello. Thanks for the info. Susan Jardine. Walmart had a good deal yesterday. It's still there. Had a good deal yesterday. The fountain is still there for $19.99. If you go to their flash deal, you have to go and you have to do it from an app because sometimes I just do it from the website. It won't work. You go on the app, you look for deals, and then you go to flash deal, and it tells you all those flash deals. I bought a plug. I also bought a plug this morning looking through. It's an outlet with 6 outlets on it, 3 USBs, and the other one, USC, whatever, and it was like $14. I probably overpaid, but it's a really nice one, the surge protector and all that. I thought, gee, if I want to charge up my mics and everything. But it said 4 days. It's this morning it said 4 days and 15 hours. So let's say 4 days, it's still on sale for $19.99. Okay. Let's see, Ellie Mae, I think I enjoyed the live. Thank you. Slingshot, hello. Mama Bear thrives. Hello. My walking onions got their first babies. Great. So cool. Thanks for the inspiration and encouragement and your antennae. Christina L. Hello. Lori Rowe. I think I got you before. Hello. Let's see. Where did you get your hot iron thing you use on your Harbor Freight's got the best one. I don't think they have a link on Harbor Freight to do this, but you can get any soldering iron, any of them. I years ago used to be able to go to 99-cent store and they'd have them there for $1. Yeah, the plug would fall off sometimes after you used it for so long if you didn't take care of it really good, but I've seen them for really cheap. Walmart, don't buy an expensive one because it doesn't matter. So Harbor Freight's got theirs for $6, something like that. They have the nicest one, but you can get any one, and they're cheap. Don't spend more than 10 bucks. They're really, really cheap. I use them for everything. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Deb Brown, I think I got you already. Donald, you're late. Hello, Donald. And then, see, how do you say that? Cyn Cyn. I always talk to you. SIM. I think it was you that explained how to get the bird fountain, the pet fountain. Okay, I'm gonna go since it's been 10 minutes. And thank you all my moderators. Thank you all my members. And Jane Hill, hello. So I'm gonna walk to the back. Very quiet today. I say it's quiet, but here come the Orioles. If I left for like 2 minutes, that would have Orioles on it because they're all over the place. I hear hawks, Orioles, everything. So I'm going to walk to the back. If I walked in the house, then you would see more birds. But right now, it's here. I can show you. It's such a beautiful day. The sky is blue. Isn't that beautiful? The avocados have so many flowers. It's another. That's the nightmare with the squirrels. The squirrels wait for the avocados, but we got most of them this year. Let's see. Oh no, 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 cancel. I almost knocked somebody off and I don't know how. Uh, Okay, so that's basically it. I just love this thing. I am just so crazy about this. I wasn't going to, whoops, sorry. I wasn't going to do the fabric on it. I was just going to show the unit itself, but you know, I can't help myself. I think that is so good. I'm going to put fabric. I've got one in the bird garden now, so I'm going to put fabric on that. And that's the one you just plug in. See where I put my plugs right now? It even rained yesterday and it was fine. I think it was raining the night before. It's just so pretty outside. They're taking the tree down. No, it's their tree. And if you build a house like that, I guess you want a view. What are you going to do? I don't know. Maybe they're only going to take the one tree down, but boy, I look at that tree and I think of, I know how many bird nests are in mine. So hopefully there's not too many. And that's the tree that the hummingbirds right here. I don't think Gary, no, Gary's not in this garden. The hummingbirds love hanging out on that tree. They can hang out on the tree and then fly to the feeders that are there. Isn't that pretty? I'll promise you, I think I can promise you this, that as the weather warms up, I can come in the morning and go live in the bird garden more often. I just can't stand the cold. I sit there in the morning, it's like this is unreal. It's so cold. You can't see them. There's an oriole in that tree. There's been so many orioles. And anybody, I told you once, oh, don't put a fountain next to the bird feeders. Just disregard that. They take baths in that fountain all day. I've been thinking about putting a USB on the hat fountain because I get up in the morning, I look out the window, and they're sitting in the middle of the hat. I've got a video on that fountain. I have more hats too. Bought that at the thrift store. I think it's a chip and dip tray. So it's just so pretty. See, now I'm stalling because it's just so pretty. So, so pretty. You know what? This is my favorite plant now. I kicked myself for not buying both. They had two plants at the nursery, and they were both dead. And I only bought one. I mean, it was dead. It was all brown. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Angel's perfume. It's a geranium. I went back, looked all over. They didn't have the other one. They probably threw it out. But it was just all, it looks so bad. It's so beautiful. I'm going to get cuttings off of it real soon. The hummingbirds actually feed on this constantly. That is really nice. This is a cutting from our yard. Boy, I'll tell you, geraniums, I have such a great appreciation. Here's another geranium cutting from the yard. You can even get cuttings with flowers. It doesn't matter. Put them in a pot and they grow. And that's for the hummingbirds. That's the kufia, which is the hummingbird's lunch. And then here's my, oh, this is from last year. My salvias are coming back. All right. Again, I can't get off. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. I probably will work on the deck and then go tomorrow to the 99 cent store and see. I hope they're done. I hope they're done. They took one tree out, so maybe that's all they wanted. One can hope, right? Even us, I look at this tree and I think it looks very dangerous. I'm risking it. You know, if worse comes to worse, it comes down and takes the house out. I can live in a tent. No, I can live in a camper. I think the tent I wouldn't do well with the coyotes running around all night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, moderators. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. And thank you, member. I did thank members. And again, thank you so much, my moderators, because I really do depend on you. Bye-bye.